Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee and Connect. I'm Chris Bentley, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here today. I brought my cup of Joe in my favorite mug. This one's from Alaska. I love it because there's a selfie. It says Clyde's final selfie, and it's Clyde doing a selfie with a big bear creeping up behind him. So it's it's one of my favorite mugs from my several trips up to Anchorage to visit my daughter up there. Um, so I hope you brought yours. But whether you're joining us with your morning coffee or tea or not, we are glad that you chose to spend this time with us, especially if you're on the West Coast and it's only 7:04 a.m. So I know something, showing up for something new takes courage if you're brand new to Coffee and Connect. It requires a leap of faith. So please know that you are in good company here. This space was created with only you in mind. Before we begin, I just want to thank, not sure of all the community leaders and volunteers who are with us today. Um, we'll thank you maybe by name at the end. I know Lori Rich is here with Widow University, and I know Lynn Keinholz is here with Widow Circles, but I'm not sure, Olivia, who else is here. Do you know who
Um,
else is here?
yeah, Kim Murray with Widow 411,
Perfect.
Stephanie Evans with Widowed Parent Relief Project, and I think Jessica Davis is here. Not sure. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good. Thank you. I hate to leave folks out that are here as volunteers supporting this event. I also want to introduce you've met her, but Olivia Oster with Wings for Widows. She's our giving and operations manager, and this was her idea. So we are thankful for her leadership and pulling all this together for us. And finally, Coffee and Connect is made possible through the generous funding from the Catholic Community Foundation of Minnesota. So a big shout out to them. Some of you may be wondering why Wings for Widows is hosting these Coffee and Connect gatherings. After all, we're known for providing financial coaching and financial literacy education, not community coffee chats like this. But as we continued walking with people through the early days and months of widowhood, we realized something really powerful, and that's that information isn't enough. What people often need most is connection, real connections with others who understand your path. So we created Coffee and Connect this year to introduce you to organizations and their fantastic resources, right? And the caring individuals that you may not have known existed. So every month we feature a new community partner. So you're not alone. If it's felt like you've been alone, and we want you to know just how much support is available to you. If this is your first time with us, here's just a little bit about Wings for Widows. We're a nonprofit based here in Minnesota with a national reach. We're operate in 49 states. Our mission is to support widowed individuals, especially in the early days, weeks and months, excuse me, of widowhood, with financial coaching, one-on-one coaching, education, and resources to help bring clarity and peace of mind during an incredibly confusing and, and painful time. As you know, or will find out, there are hundreds of administrative, financial, and legal tasks. We call it the practical side of loss. You got to work through all of this after the loss of a spouse. And research indicates that families require up to 500 hours and more than $12,000 to settle a spouse's estate. And that's what Wings for Widows does. We help reduce that time and cost. All of our services are free. Three core services: one-on-one financial coaching, where we pair you with financial professionals to help you make sense of everything that affects your finances, not just investments. Many believe that we're just pairing you up so we can take a look at your investments, and it's so far reaching, beyond that. Benefits, legal matters, taxes, your cash flow, healthcare coverage, and so much more. We also offer Widowwise University for those who don't want personalized coaching. Maybe you want to do it by yourself, and um, work through this on your own. And it's a Widowwise University is an online education platform. It features a self-paced curriculum with checklists and videos and lessons designed just for widowed individuals. We cover nearly 60 topics that affect almost all widowed people. So check it out. The first 5 lessons are absolutely free, so that you can check it out. And if your financial circumstances don't allow you to pay for the minimum tuition fee, there's a scholarship you can apply for. So you can open up all of the Widowwise University for free. And finally, we offer a comprehensive resource center, free tools and information covering literally everything from Social Security, solo parenting, health and wellness to grief and networking resources. So there is a lot there. But above all, we are here to walk alongside you as you navigate, right, the practical matters of life after loss. We strive to ensure you have access to all the resources that are available to you, both at Wings for Widows and again, with all of our community partners. So today's program is going to last approximately 90 minutes. After you learn about the Widower Support Network, we'll move into 5 breakout, actually, I think more than that, 6 or 7 today for our connection sessions. These are informal, welcoming spaces to share, to listen, or simply be present with others who get it. This is really the core of why you're here today. These are not therapy sessions, but they can be powerful therapy, right? And sometimes just being with others who understand makes all the difference in the world. So with that, Olivia?
Thanks, Chris. I wanted to say thank you so much to our Getaway for Good vacation sponsor, Widowwise. Widowwise's mission is to create and distribute educational content to the widowed community. And like Widowwise University and the Widowwise newsletter, thank you so much. Widower Support Network is also a Widowwise product, and you're going to be hearing more about that shortly. One lucky winner is going to win this vacation just for attending Coffee and Connect. This vacation is for 2 and is meant as another opportunity to foster connection. Whether the winner chooses to invite along a friend, a neighbor, a sibling, a child, or another important family member, we hope that you enjoy the vacation and embrace the time to relax, decompress, and connect. So each attendee will receive 1 electronic raffle ticket for each Coffee and Connect event that you attend. So the more events that you register for, the greater your chances of winning. The winner will be announced during our final Coffee and Connect next month. So no, you do not need to be present to win, but why would you miss if it improves your chances of winning? The October Coffee and Connect is going to be very exciting. Until then, join us today and next month to learn more about new resources and to connect with your peers, even if it's just for a short while. So now I'm excited to introduce Chris Bentley. Chris is not only the founder and executive director of Wings for Widows, but he is also the managing director of Widowwise LLC. And Widowwise is the parent company of the Widower Support Network, which we're going to learn about now. I will turn it back to Chris.
Thanks, Olivia. You know, I want to share with you a resource that you might be completely, completely new to many of you, but could be incredibly valuable for the widowed men in your life or for you if you're a widower. And from the initial, when we popped on there and had a brief conversation with some widowers, it sounds like they're very aware of WSN, as we like to refer to the Widower Support Network. It's a mouthful. But today we're going to explore this for those of you that aren't aware of this and discover how it's creating a brotherhood of support that extends far beyond grief. And let me just start with a simple question. How many of you knew there was a global network specifically designed for widowed men? See, the guys are raising their hands. But we hear all the time, oh, gee, I didn't know there was a place like this for guys. It's really my privilege to be able to share this with you today. And if you didn't know about this resource, you're not alone. Many people, even those in the grief and bereavement community, aren't aware that there's an international organization dedicated specifically to supporting widowed men. The Widower Support Network serves men in over 45 countries around the world. And that's a remarkable reach for an organization that recognizes something very important, that men often grieve differently, and they need a space where that difference is understood and honored. So today I want to introduce you to this resource so you can share it with those in your life who might benefit from this amazing resource. So what exactly is the Widower Support Network? This is the homepage of the website. Um, at its core, WSN is the premier global men-only community for widowers. WSN was founded in 2008 by Herb Knoll, and Herb joins us today after he lost his wife to pancreatic cancer. Herb recognized that there were few grief support resources available for men. So I'm not sharing the entire timeline with you. It actually, there was quite a lot going on with Herb that he created, but this WSN was one of them. And one of the things he created besides his book and so forth. But he just decided to do something about it. He was in the banking business at that time, but as a new widower searching for resources, he said, "Hey, there's something I can do here." Now, I actually purchased WSN from Herb in December of last year. And again, I'm not a widower, but Herb, a little background. Herb, I met Herb while I was in Orlando. Herb and I got together. We had found out we had a lot in common and asked Herb to join the board of Wings for Widows, which he did. And the vision was that Wings for Widows might purchase WSN from Herb, who wanted to retire. And that didn't happen. And so WidowWise actually purchased this from Herb in December of last year. And Herb and I are still very close friends. And as I continue to develop WSN in Herb's vision. So what makes WSN so special is that it is a peer-led platform. I don't lead it. I'm not a widower. It's led by peers, and that means it's run by widowers for widowers. The men supporting each other have walked this path themselves. They understand not just the emotional challenges, but also the practical realities that men face when they lose their spouse. And again, as I said, the reach is impressive, not only in 45 countries, but the number of men that have come through the doors. There are at least 3,000 active members in our members-only Facebook community, and more than 10,000 men have walked through our doors since 2014. And these aren't just numbers. These are men who have found connection, support, and understanding and healing when they needed it the most. Now, there are 3 ways that men can connect with WSN on your screen. First, and this is the heart of WSN, there's a private men-only Facebook group with about 3,000, as I said, verified widowers. Previously, practically anyone could join this group after answering a few questions. It kind of operated independently of the website, and I changed that this year. Now, access to this private Facebook group requires WSN Men, what we call WSN membership first. And I implemented this requirement because we learned from experience that as hard as we tried, people were gaining unauthorized access to what should be a safe men-only space as intended. So we implemented this kind of rigorous vetting process. Every member is verified now. And we know much more about our members now, allowing us to develop better programming to meet their needs. And importantly, this protects the integrity of our men-only environment, ensures it remains truly a safe space for vulnerable men to share and to heal. Second is our WSN membership. Now, this is new to WSN. And there's some timing that becomes really important for men out there. Throughout 2025, WSN Men membership is completely free. There are no membership fees. Everyone who joins during 2025, these are our founding members, and extra perks apply like lifetime access without ever paying a membership due. But starting in January January 1st, 2026, the membership model kicks in, and membership will be a paid service with member all kinds of additional membership programming that doesn't exist today that goes into effect in January. Membership men membership is required for private Facebook group access, and it gives you the monthly newsletter, which we launched in 2025. I'll share that with you in a minute. Exclusive content and upcoming premium features like our live webinars and seminars. So again, if you become a member in 2025, you get grandfathered in before all these new services kick in, and we kick in the paid membership. So 2025 is a year where we're really just trying to get folks who are already Facebook members into the membership organization. But third, and a lot of folks do not know this, there's a public Facebook group called Widower Support Network with about 2,900 members, and this group is open to both men and women. Right? There's no special requirements. So general grief support and information sharing happens. But again, 2,200 active members, about 2,900 overall. So family members, friends, and the widowed community can all participate here. You can join this group anytime by simply searching Widower Support Network on Facebook. And since Widowwise acquired WSN, we've also completely redesigned the website at widowersupportnetwork.com, the homepage I just showed you. You might wonder why is a men-only space necessary? And the reality is that men often grieve differently than women. And our society doesn't always make the space for that difference. Men frequently face unique challenges. They may feel pressure to be the strong one for their family. I mean, that's how society looks at men, right? You're going to be fine, you know. And the fact is, you know, the pain is no different whether you lose a husband or a wife. And so this society feels that it's not the same, and it clearly is. They may struggle with practical issues that they've never handled before: cooking, household management, social planning. They often have fewer close friendships to lean on and may find it harder to express vulnerability, right? In WSN's men-only environment, these barriers come down. Men can be vulnerable without judgment. They can be weak, and it's okay. They can be in pain, and it's okay. It's okay to cry. They can ask questions about things that might seem basic, like how to do the laundry or plan meals without feeling embarrassed about opening up to other guys. They can express their emotion in ways that feel natural to them, whether that's through action, problem solving, or simply shared silence. What's powerful is that the support comes only from others who've walked this exact path. When a newly widowed man asks how to handle the first holiday alone, he gets advice from men who have survived that challenge and can offer practical, tested advice. It is powerful. You know, I mentioned laundry, and I was sharing this with some other guys yesterday. You know, you don't even have to be a widower to get frustrated with laundry. My wife does my laundry, and I used to do my own. I used to help with it, but when I pulled out the drawer, now that you used to just put the detergent in the top, but now there's a drawer for that, and not just one slot. There were 3 different tubs. I didn't know where to put the detergent. I didn't know which one to pour it in. So I had to text her and go, how do I do the laundry? So you don't even have to be a widower, but I mean, this is just the typical stuff that we run into that we're not used to. So, again, it's not about excluding women or saying men's grief is more important. It's not about that, right? It's about recognizing that sometimes healing happens best when you're with people who understand your specific experience. And WSN provides that brotherhood. And what sets, I think, WSN apart from many other grief resources is that, you know, we recognize that widowhood involves much more than the emotional component. You know, you can get bereavement help in Grief Share, for example. But when a man loses his spouse, his entire life structure changes. There are practical matters to wrestle with. And we also know that men are reluctant to ask for help, right? So as not to appear weak or just plain dumb. They go it alone more than women do. So WSN, we encourage vulnerability. We address this holistically. We provide financial guidance because suddenly managing money might look completely different. There's legal and tax advice for navigating complex decisions that the surviving spouse may have never handled before. I think for men, social reintegration is huge, right? Many men, widowed men, they find their social circles were primarily connected through their spouse. It's certainly true in my case. WSN helps men rebuild social connections and find new ways to engage with their community. We offer health and wellness guidance tailored specifically for men because men's health needs and approaches to self-care can be different. There's career counseling and professional networking, recognizing that some men may need to re-enter the workforce or make career changes to help manage a family that includes minor children. There are certainly personal development resources focused on emotional growth, not just surviving grief, but growing through it and rebuilding a fulfilling life moving forward. Our record is the fact that, and Herb can attest to this, that WSN has prevented, to our knowledge, 7 suicides in our history, likely more. Solo parenting is another major challenge. Men who suddenly find themselves as single parents need guidance on everything from daily routines to emotional support for their children while managing their own grief, managing their children's grief. This may be the greatest challenge for men with children. In fact, this month's newsletter addresses this very issue, balancing a work life with life as a solo parent. Looking ahead to 2026, we're developing even more premium features for members, live webinars with expert speakers, member exclusive events, and product discounts. Since acquiring WSN, we're actively expanding to serve the community better while maintaining that peer-led foundation that makes it so effective. What really sets WSN apart is their understanding, again, that every man's journey is unique. We meet widowers where they are, whether they're in the early stages of grief or years into rebuilding their life. The new application, when they join, we get all that information now where we may not have had that before. We know at what level they're coming in and at what level they want to participate. This isn't just about shared loss. We've created a brotherhood that extends beyond grief. These men connect over shared growth, over achievements, over renewal. We celebrate the wins as well as celebrating our losses, or certainly honoring and recognizing our losses, I should say. We support new goals and dreams and sharing that one another and encouraging men to move forward. So with our global reach across 45 countries, we're connecting men from all backgrounds and cultures who share this common experience. And again, through our vetting process and security measures, we've created a truly protected environment where men can be honest and vulnerable without concern about privacy or judgment. The WSN men philosophy is particularly powerful. This is new this year, again, extending, trying to move beyond grief and rebuilding. It's about defining their future, not just processing the past. Widowhood doesn't have to define you. While honoring the memory of their spouses, these men are actively building new chapters of their lives. Men stands for members embracing next steps. That is moving beyond grief, rebuilding. And WSN now provides the tools and guidance to do this, starting with our newsletters. And this is just snapshots of our newsletter. We call it the Rebuilding Blocks Bulletin because it really focuses on a new topic each month around rebuilding, reevaluating, renewal, reconnecting, right? Again, this month we address solo parenting, reevaluating their role as a parent. It changes with loss. Previously, we've tackled reconnecting, money and relationships, an important topic because we know men return to dating far earlier than women, and often, unfortunately, with dire consequences. So This newsletter focused on protecting themselves while reconnecting, um, with others. In our June issue, we addressed men's health during Men's Health Month with reinvigorating health and wellness. So I think you get the idea. These newsletters were new in 2025. So if you're a widowed man here today, or if you know someone who is, this is how you get started with WSN. Just visit our website, widowersupportnetwork.com. Everything begins with that. Get familiar with our approach, what's available, our resource page, which right now is everything on there is available to all men. You don't have to be a member for that. But the next thing you do is apply for WSN Men membership. Again, remember, it's completely free through this year. That free membership window closes on December 31st. And then, complete the vetting process. There's an application. You complete that. You'll be approved. And as long as you're a guy. And again, that's what protects the integrity of our space. Often after approval, you can, after approval, you can then access the private Facebook group. And you can, again, search for the public Facebook group anytime by searching Widower Support Network. For the women in our audience today, you play a crucial role, believe it or not. So please share this information with widowed men you know. If you're a leadership running organizations that do not serve men or would like to provide additional resources to men, please remember WSN. Because again, sometimes men are reluctant to seek support, but hearing about it from someone who cares about them can make all the difference. I'll wrap it up with this, that WSN is where widowers find understanding, guidance, and a brotherhood that lasts beyond grief. If you have questions about anything we've discussed, or if you want to learn more, please visit widowersupportnetwork.com. If you're a widowed man or know someone who is, don't wait. Take advantage of the free membership opportunity in 2025. As I said, when I opened, I hear all the time that there isn't a resource for widowers. Well, in fact, there is, and now you know that. So I think that's what I've got. So I'm happy to take any questions. Otherwise, I will turn it over to Olivia.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Any questions for Chris before I move into our breakout sessions?
Yeah, Chris, if you're already in the men's only Facebook group, do you still apply for the website?
Yeah, we like you to, because there'll be additional perks that you won't be getting on the Facebook.
Okay.
Facebook is Facebook. We really use Facebook as Herb intended, was that initial support, that encouragement, the grief, right, the loss, and that works for a really long time. But what we found were that there were other things that men were seeking, and then they roll out. They tend to move on, and we weren't offering continued support, and now we are. We certainly will be in much more emphasis on that part of the solution for men in 2026. So we're encouraging everyone. There's about 180 members currently, and yet we know there's 3,000 that are active on our Facebook page. So we're trying to get the word out. It costs you nothing to become a WSN Men member. You're not going to be, when that becomes implemented, turned on January 1st, you're not going to be banned from Facebook. You're always a member of the private Facebook group, but you're going to end up missing out on all the additional programming, the live webinars starting in 26. And so it's free this year to join if you're already a Facebook member. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and the application is right there on the website.
Correct. Just click join.
All right. Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
My question is, I almost never, just where I'm at in my life right now, I almost never go on the web that I'm not using Facebook. So will there be notifications for things that we need on the Facebook page? Will there be notifications for things we need to be checking on? Because it's very unlikely I'm going to go visit the web page.
Yes, every month when the newsletter comes out, it gets posted in the featured posts on the Facebook. This event was posted there for weeks, for months. So everything that I think is important to you is posted there, and it's all up in the featured area so that I pin the post there so you don't miss them because there's so much activity on the Facebook page. Those posts dive quickly into history. And so I pin all of those notifications and reminders as well. But again, you can sign up for the newsletter and it'll come right to your inbox and you won't even have to go to the website. There's lots of information in that newsletter that I think is valuable. I've heard a lot of feedback saying, this is great, Chris. This is awesome. So, yeah. And same with when we have the live webinars, all those events will be posted on the Facebook page.
Great question.
Does that help, JB? Great. Yep. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to add that on the website, there is about 500 or 600 articles written primarily by widowers and some subject matter experts. That is a terrific resource. I mean, they cover a wide range of topics, and they're all right there on your website.
And as well as all of Herb's 48 podcasts, all of that material is going to remain free. It'll be all the new stuff coming out that members will have exclusive access to in the beginning. But those resources have been available for free and will continue to be free. And just as someone had mentioned, that they've been through Herb's podcast twice, and they are that good. So if
Oh, I think
you
you.
haven't listened to them, they are eternal. They ring true, eternal.
Chris, you
Those
are
will always be
kind of
available.
cutting out and freezing. I don't know if anybody else experienced that. Well, thank you so much for all of the thoughtful questions. I really appreciate your engagement. It's time now to move into our connection sessions, which is a meaningful opportunity to connect with others who are walking a similar path. As a reminder, breakout sessions are meant to be used as a tool to heal and connect with others. So please use this time to be open, vulnerable, and understanding. We do ask that you refrain from distributing or speaking to any promotional materials during this time. Each room will be moderated by a compassionate facilitator who can help lead the discussions. These sessions are not therapy, but they are safe, supportive spaces where you can be heard and hear others who genuinely get it. So we will reconvene in about 40 to 45 minutes, and I will go ahead and initiate that. You'll see an invitation to join your room on your screen. Chris, do I not have you in one? Did you not see the invitation? Okay. All right. Audrey didn't see one either. Okay. Give me 1 second. Susan, how long have you been widowed?
Passed sorry, my husband passed in August of 2022.
Okay, gotcha. There you go. Audrey, how long have you been widowed?
2.5 years.
Okay. I will move you. There you go. And Deb. And Deb, how long have you been widowed?
It's been 4 years
Okay.
as of June.
I will move you as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, Jessica. Oh, you're on mute.
Oh, hi,
There
how
you
are
are.
you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Are we the only ones?
No, we started at 9.
I have it on my calendar at 10.
It's okay.
That's so embarrassing.
Oh my gosh, no, you're totally fine.
Oh
So,
my gosh. Sorry. Okay,
no,
so
that's okay.
9. The
Mhm.
next one's at 9 too.
Yep. 9
I
to
should,
10, 9 to 10:30.
I don't know
That's
where I
on
got.
me. I should have put the times in the volunteer reminder email. That's on me.
Well, no, it's on me. You probably said the times plenty of times. I'm changing the next one right now. I'm so sorry. I feel awful.
No, that's okay. Everyone is in their sessions, and Chris ended up taking a men's group because we had enough men. And so between the other volunteers, this is crazy. We had 82 people register, and there's only like 29 people here.
That's not good.
So it's like so hard to plan and to assign like the breakout rooms, because I
You
get
had enough
everybody.
82, and then
Yeah. And in fact, when I saw all 82, I even made an overflow group for me to lead in case we truly had that many people. It's hard, like, and then, people don't show, and then people register last minute and they haven't been assigned to a group. And so then I'm trying to figure out which group they belong to. And actually, as it would have it, all of the people so your group was people that are young and have children at home. Um, None of them showed for your
okay, so
group.
that makes me feel a little bit better, even though it's still I still feel bad. But
So don't worry about it.
was Chris upset or disappointed? Golly.
I don't know. He was presenting for Widowers Support Network today. And so I think he was focused on the presentation. I don't know if he's noticed how many people are here or not because he was in presenter mode.
I was
So,
really excited to hear about that too.
well, no worries. We will send out the video recap. No
I'll watch the
problem.
recording for sure.
Yeah,
How are you? How's everything going?
I'm good. I have immunotherapy on Friday.
Okay.
So that usually kind of knocks me out for like 2 days.
Mm-hmm. You plan it on
Um,
that way you have the weekend to kind of recoup, I guess.
yeah, because Saturday, like I'll probably feel icky until about dinner time is usually when I kind of come back around and feel normal again. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'm
Hmm.
sorry you're going through that. I'm
No,
glad it's
that's
going.
okay. Yeah, I'm in remission. Immunotherapy is a preventative measure to ensure it stays away. So it gives some peace of mind. So even though it is kind of disruptive to whatever I have going on, I'm still appreciative and grateful that I'm able to receive it. So
Well, and
yeah.
it changes you. Like, you're not probably feeling yourself while you're on it, like,
Mm. Well, no, because I had really bad allergic reactions to the medication actually, and so it took several attempts to find like a formula to counteract the allergic reaction. And
mm.
so now I get pumped full of steroids and Benadryl. And so I'm sitting there, and when the Benadryl enters my port here, it takes about 60 seconds to hit my bloodstream, and then I'm just like passed out.
So is it at least a really good nap, or do you wake up feeling kind of groggy and
It's a
hungover?
good nap. Yeah, it's a good nap. And then, yeah, I go home. It's 30 minutes from my house. And so then we drive home, and I usually end up taking another nap
Uh-huh.
when I get home. And then
You
Saturday,
drive yourself to and from?
oh no, my
I was
husband
gonna
has to
say.
take me because I get so knocked out on the Benadryl. Um, and the steroids too. It's all kind of wonky. And then, yeah, Saturday, usually we'll sleep in, get up for a few hours, probably take another nap, and then like I said, by dinner time, I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, I'm fine now. I'm back to normal.
Sleep it off. Yeah, that's
hmm
crazy. How
So,
long have you guys been married?
7 years, but we've been together for 14.
Oh, wow.
So,
You've been together for a long time.
like our whole lives, pretty much. He was a junior and I was a sophomore, and he asked me to his junior prom. And
Oh,
then at prom, he asked me to be his girlfriend, and we've been together ever since.
that's awesome. I love that for you guys. Such a fun story.
Yeah, thanks. Um, he's so sweet. September 4th marked my 30-day countdown to turning 30. And so
Lord have mercy. Yeah.
he planned 30 days of presents. So I get to open one a day at random, leading up to my 30th birthday. So
That gives me chill bumps. I love that so much. So what has he given you so far? What have you opened so far?
well, I love crystals. And
Okay,
so he got me, I have this little jade skull on my desk. It's kind
cool.
of hard
I
to
love
see.
it.
A little fluorite mushroom
Awesome.
and a little moss agate coffin because I
Cool.
love Halloween. I'm a spooky
Okay.
girl, so I love anything spooky. Um, and I'm also a huge Taylor Swift fan, if you couldn't tell. And
Love it.
so
Yeah, I love
um he got me like, okay, so the Eras tour had like her big photo in the middle and then all of her eras like
that.
around it. So he
Yeah.
got me, it was like that design, and it's all Taylor Swift like song quotes, but it's not her, it's the classic horror movie villains as each like
Oh,
era. And so
okay.
like for example, um The Shining is like the song is back into a hedge maze, oh what a way to die. So fitting. And then like Michael Myers was like I look in people's windows. Also
Mm-hmm.
so fitting. So like it's
Mm-hmm.
a Taylor spooky themed sweatshirt and I love that. I got a Travis Kelsey jersey because I'm a Chiefs fan and go Taylor Swift's fiance,
Right, of course.
of course.
Yeah.
And then he made me some cute like homemade coupons for things. So like I opened one that was like pumpkin spice date, and it was like get a pumpkin spice latte and then do a baking day together where we make all pumpkin spice flavored goodies
That's
and
adorable.
watch scary movies together. He hates scary movies, but I'm like obsessed. I love them all.
So he'll
And
take one for the team and,
yeah.
sacrifice for him.
Yeah.
That's
So
the case. I love it so much. How creative.
yeah, he was so sweet. I did it. I did 30 days of presents for him too when he turned 30. It was
Oh,
not
so
as
he stole your
fun.
idea. Got
He
it.
did.
Oh, okay. So are you
Mhm.
saying in order to get my husband to do these things, I just have to do it for him first, and he'll just feel the need to reciprocate?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
I will say I did not help him with any of the gifts. So he did have to put his own like thoughtfulness into what he picked out for me. When I did it for him, it was not as fun because that's when we were trapped in Rochester, Minnesota at Mayo for my transplant.
Hmm.
So I was pretty out of it while we were down there, like recovering and stuff. But it was just like one thing to look forward to every day is like, oh, what present is he gonna open? And that was just a little thing to, brighten up
That's
such an icky situation. So
yeah, something better to remember that time frame by.
yeah. So okay, I'm like, I don't want him to hear. For his next birthday, he loves games. And so my thought is I'm gonna get all of his family members to stand holding a case and we're gonna play deal or no deal for him to find his to literally for him to pick what his birthday gift
That's
is like
hilarious. I love it.
deal or no deal. And so like some of them, like the cheapest one is like brunch in the morning, movie in the afternoon. And then like the most expensive one is like a Minnesota Wild hockey game with a souvenir and to stay in a downtown Minneapolis like hotel staycation for the night. And so
That's so
like they range between like the lowest to like the highest or whatever. And so he'll have to play for his gift.
That is so creative. Like, oh my gosh. Next time I need to do a gift for my husband, which his birthday is coming up on September 18th, and I have done zero things. You know what he's getting for his birthday? My dog's having cataract surgery. That's what he's getting. So romantic. But like, I need your help.
Girl, present giving is like a sport for me. Like it's one of my love languages is like not to receive gifts, but to like give gifts, you know? And
You
I
like
just
making
have
people
like
happy.
yeah, I just like making people happy. It's fun to like be like, I found the perfect thing, you know?
Yeah. I love that. I feel like that when I make a quilt because I'm a quilter, and so when I'll make a quilt like that, I feel like it's just perfect for somebody. Like for my mom, she used to be an English teacher and grammar teacher, and so like I made her. There's a Jane Austen quilt that each of the fabrics are based off of a character from Jane Austen's book, and Jane Austen made a quilt back in the 1800s, and so it's like a replica.
Cool.
Perfect for my mom. Like, but I feel that same way probably how you feel about gifts, but
Yeah,
for me.
that's so cute. I love that. How long have you and your husband been together?
We've been together almost 5 years,
Okay.
but we've only been married since August. So,
Oh my
but we've
gosh,
been for a long
congratulations.
time.
You're
Thank you.
newlyweds. Where did you get married?
Glacier National Park. Yeah, I'll show you a picture. Let me see if I don't know if you'll be able to see it really good on the screen, but I'm gonna try. It was lovely. We don't have all the pictures back yet. We just have like the sneak peek ones because we didn't tell anybody. We eloped because we've been together for so long and our
Oh my
families have been
gosh.
begging us to do.
Fun.
I don't know if you can see it.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Your view is beautiful and your dress. That's
Thank
gorgeous.
you. It was a really fun time. It was super sweet. And so, yeah, we now we're trying for a baby. We'll see how it goes, but we're doing
Congrats.
IVF and all that stuff. So it's a
I can
lot.
relate. I had to, before my transplant, I was scheduled to receive like literally the most toxic, strongest chemo that you can get. And so they were like, okay, you don't have kids yet. You're 28. Like,
Let's take your eggs just in case.
yeah. So I'm like, they're all in a storage facility in downtown Minneapolis. So
How
when we're
fun.
ready to pull the trigger, yeah, we'll have to do the second half of IVF. So,
So the first half, like the part where because that's what I'm doing right now, where you give yourself shots. I start my shots Friday. Right
mhm,
now I'm doing like the leading up to the shots, the hormone
mhm.
stuff. Like you probably are so used to needles and stuff with everything that you've been through, but I'm so terrified and I'm so scared to give myself a shot.
Make your husband do it. My husband did it.
He's going to be traveling. So I found a nurse in my neighborhood. I was like, "Hey, would you be willing on the days that he's gone, would you be willing to give me my shot?" And she was like, "Sure, but I want to go to your training with you. My training's on Friday." She was like, "I want to go to your training with
Oh,
you so I
that's sweet.
can do it and all of that." So I'm like, I feel I feel needy or like, I don't know, whatever for being so high maintenance about it, but like I'm scared.
I don't blame you. I'm somebody who is really squeamish and like medical things always I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna faint. Like I used to go into the clinic to like, if they had to like prick your finger or draw blood, like I would be like, I have to lay down or I will pass out. And
Good.
ever since cancer, it's just like I've had no choice but to just suck it up. And
Good.
so the IVF to me after like having my port and them sticking needles in my port, the IVF shots, granted, I didn't give them to myself. My husband did it, but I was just like, at this point, it's just another thing.
So it wasn't terrible for you, like the whole IVF process so far?
No, I wasn't like, I didn't get bruising or soreness where like the needles went in because they're not very big. They're really small. They're like an inch. And the only thing was that like before the actual retrieval of the eggs, I felt so full and bloated and just there was no room in there. And like when they finally retrieved the eggs, they were like, no wonder you were so uncomfortable because they pulled out 28.
That's really good.
It's like, oh my God. And then I think it was 24 were mature enough to freeze. And they were
Okay.
like, yeah, you literally had zero room
So
left.
you could potentially have 24 kids, right? Is that how that
Yeah.
based out?
Well, it dwindles every time. So, like, yes, I have 24 eggs, but then, like, when we froze them unfertilized. And so, like, not all of them will take to fertilization. And so that will then dwindle your numbers again, like, which ones actually turn into like embryos. And
Yeah.
then they'll implant, I think, like 2 to 4 at a time. I think four is like the magic number and hope that one takes. But, like, that's why twins, triplets, whatever are so common in IVF is because they could all take. So it's like,
I made sure, like with ours, they're only doing one at a time because I don't think I can handle twins.
honestly, if I already had kids, I would say no way. But my hope genuinely is to have twins and
Hmm.
then not have to be pregnant again. Just get
That's
two
a
kids
great
and be
plan.
done.
I love that for you. I
Yeah.
so
I'm like, I would be psyched for twins, especially if it was one boy, one girl. That would be
which you
amazing.
could choose, right? Because are y'all doing all the testing and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be a process. And unfortunately, even with my cancer diagnosis, as to why we were taking them out, insurance wouldn't cover anything.
That's horrible.
I'm
Where were
like,
you working at the time? Did you have any benefits through your employer for that?
it's all through my husband. He works for our health insurance company, actually, Medica. And yeah, we've appealed and appealed and appealed. And
That's insane. I'm so sorry. It's expensive.
it is. And I'm like, this wasn't on our bingo card. Like, this was not in the plan. So, yeah. So I don't know when we'll actually start having kids and going through the second half of IVF because I need to be done with immunotherapy first because I'm still on like injections that stop me from getting a period and everything too. So like my whole hormonal system, every reproductive system, everything is like totally out of whack. So
Yeah. And you'll have to probably let your body rest a little bit before you go put it through something else that's gonna wreak
exactly.
havoc.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm not necessarily like ready to sign myself up for more medical anything. So, yeah.
Yeah. How long do you have left on the immunotherapy?
I don't know. I'm gonna find out probably the game plan. This Friday is like a reevaluation meeting with my team to see. The medication can cause some long-term side effects that they don't want people to get, like neuropathy in your fingers and toes. And so if I start experiencing that, they'll say, okay, you gotta be done. But the thing is, I think I'll go longer than most because of my allergic reaction. They had to reformulate everything. And when I go in and get a dose, it's technically half of a normal dose. So
Oh,
I'm almost seeing my timeline like double in a sense,
mm.
probably. So that sucks. But
That's no fun.
no, yeah,
You only,
it is what it is.
is it once a month?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like every 3 weeks. So
Oh, so a little more than once a month.
mhm.
Gosh. Life is crazy, man. And it's like I remember at one point in time, I had it all planned out on an Excel spreadsheet. I knew exactly what age I was gonna have babies. I knew all the things, and then life happened.
We're the
Now I have
same.
and I'm like, I thought I was gonna have 4 to 6 kids, and then this 8-year-old came along when she was a baby, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. Like, don't sign me up for this. She's too much. She is a lot. She's still a lot, but now she'll at least be a helpful lot. So we'll see.
That's so cute. What's
I
her name
tried.
again?
Carson.
Oh, cute.
She's dying for a sibling so bad.
It's funny. My niece Lily, she is 5, and her little brother Luke is 3. And she's such a good helper. She loves babies. And after they had Luke, my brother and sister-in-law, my brother had got snipped.
Uh,
And Lily is now like please, please, can I have another baby? Like, I don't care if it's a brother or a sister. I just want to help with a baby. And her parents are like, tell one of your aunties to have a baby that you can.
One day, one day. It's better that way when you can give them back, I promise.
Right? Oh my gosh. I was a nanny all through college and I was full
I was
time.
too. Yeah.
So I'm not a parent, but I'm like, I was their parent for like 3 years pretty much. So I'm like,
Yep.
yeah. And I
That's
got
how
to hand them back.
it looked so awkward though, because like I lived with them half the time and then lived on my own half the time. So it was like 50% them there, but it was full time because of the amount of time. But anyway, so while I was there, I would drive a minivan. It looked so weird, me driving around. I had 5 kids, minivan with 5 kids, like, oh my gosh.
And they're like, how old are you? Did they
Yeah,
like, are they yours?
the older sister, I don't know.
Totally. Let's see. In a minute here, I'm gonna call everyone back.
Okay.
Gotta get what I need to say. What are we talking about? Okay.
Did Chris's presentation go well?
Yeah, I think so. And we had quite a few men join us today. He had one of the bigger groups. I think he had 7 guys.
Wow,
That's
that's
a
amazing.
lot.
Yeah, I think that's great. I'm so sorry I was late. I feel horrible.
No, that's okay. Actually,
I just,
fun fact, I don't want to call him out while he's here, but my dad is one of the people in Chris's group.
oh, that's so sweet.
All right, here they come. Yeah, I lost my mom 5 years ago to early onset dementia.
Oh no. How early? How old was she?
She was diagnosed at 51 and passed just shy of 56.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
sorry.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Hello, welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
Chris, are you still the host or am I? Oh, you're muted. Sorry, I think everyone just automatically comes back into the room muted. There you
There
go.
you go. I'm not sure where we are. I didn't change anything. Do you need me to make you a host?
Oh, I was just gonna share the slideshow again.
Do you not see it? I'll have to reshare.
Correct.
Okay, I guess I see we got out of that. Gotcha.
Welcome back, everybody. Great to see you. Okay, closing remarks here. I hope that your breakout sessions were meaningful and that you felt heard and supported and maybe even a little bit lighter to go about your day today. These connection spaces are powerful, and your willingness to show up, share, and listen is truly what makes them work. So, thank you for being here. Does anybody have any comments about their session before we close?
It was very productive. I thought it was very good. Such a great structure. I think the timing, the time allotted is perfect.
Great. Thank you for that feedback. Yeah, we wanted to be intentional about our time together, and it sounded like, the breakout sessions were very meaningful, so we wanted to give you plenty of time. So thank you. Anything else?
Can I make a personal comment to Chris?
Sure.
I just want to say, you helped me so much when my husband died. And it was at the ground floor of this organization that has mushroomed into a tremendous service. And I just want to personally say thank you. You've done an incredible job. It's not a surprise to me that you've done an incredible job, but I just want to say you have really done a bang up thing with this, and I appreciate everything that you've done.
Thanks, Joy. It was good to see you log on. I know it's been a while, but thank you for those very kind words. And again, it's been a team effort, and we're here to serve, and we continue to get better at it. And so that's our mission. And thank you for again for those very kind words, and I hope you're doing well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joy. That was very kind. And I also want to say thank you to our incredible connection session moderators, whether you were in Kim's, Lori's, Stephanie's, Lynn's, or Chris's group. Thank you so much for guiding these heartfelt conversations with such care and compassion. And a special thanks again to Chris for sharing Widowers Support Network with us today. All of the wisdom, heart, and resources that you've put into that. You've given us so much to think about and build upon. So thank you for that, Chris. And thank you to our sponsor, the Catholic Community Foundation of Minnesota, for making this entire event series possible, and for WidowWise LLC for sponsoring the Getaway for Good vacation. We hope that you'll mark your calendars and join us again for our final Coffee and Connect of the year, October 21st from 9 to 10:30 a.m. Central Time. It will be featuring a presenter, Kelly Orico, with the Widowed Parent Relief Project. So make sure that you register. You can grab the QR code on your screen or visit our events page on our website. And then finally, thank you so much for showing up today. That truly means something to us. Whether you shared a story or asked a question or simply listened, you helped make this space better and this event better. We will be sending out a recap email that includes valuable resources that you heard from Chris today about WSN. It also includes our event survey if you'd like to provide us any feedback. And it also has a recap video of this morning's presentation. But don't worry, it does not include your breakout sessions. Those are private and confidential. So from all of us, thank you for letting us walk alongside you this morning. We hope to see you in October. If our facilitators have a moment to hang back, that would be great. If not, and you have to jump off, no worries. Have a great rest of your morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
everybody.
everyone. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Where'd that go?
Chris, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.
Okay.